Welcome, Lounge Lizards, to a special. No, it's not a special episode. I have a special episode up here. It's not a special. It is a special episode though. Of
Every
Legions
Legions Lounge is special.
Every episode is a special episode. But this is jam packed, man. This is going to be a good show. But welcome, episode 44, Legions Lounge, where we talk about all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura, customs, other Mythic related stuff. Welcome. We're your hosts. My name is Trevor, 1/6 shooter. With me is Nate, Corona 4, Strong, Bill, I never get this right. The dorklair, Dranowski.
What's up, guys?
Gentlemen, how are you?
Excellent.
Doing good.
A little tired, Nate, from the weekend. We'll talk about that in a minute, for sure.
Feeling it. I actually was even questioning whether I was going to have a cocktail tonight. I didn't know if my liver could take it, but I pulled it together. And,
Very good. Very good. Can't wait to hear about that. Before we get started, please take a second. Only takes a second to hit that like button like an angry space moose. It helps us out and lets people know that this is happening right now. So take a second and hit that button. If you're new to the channel, not subscribed, consider it. Hit the bell to be notified when we go live. We did a international show two Saturdays ago,
Mm-hmm.
with some international people in the afternoon. So, if you were looking for us on Monday night, we weren't there. We were on Saturday night. So hit the bell. That will tell you when we're on. We also have the 1/6 pack on Fridays, every other Friday, where we talk about hot toys, and I have a series of toy photography tutorials, reviews, and behind-the-scenes walkthroughs, all of which I'm working on new stuff, like right now, as we speak. Nate, who's in the chat, man?
We got a bunch of people. So let's take it from the top.
65 people already. Yeah, that's great,
Awesome.
man.
That's a strong start right there.
Yeah, it is.
Ronnie Rotten. Mitch says, Lizard Airs. What's going on, Mitch?
Nice.
Boy Called Malice. Rob Zamora. JMax77, who I got to meet at MuskeeCon. That was
nice.
super cool. Kevin's with us. Kevin just put out a really cool story about the Dark Elves on the Cabal. Go check it out and read it. He did a really nice
cool.
job with
I
that.
didn't see that. Nice.
David Williams, Atomic Nerd, Cloud Foxwell, Curtis Ackerman. It was great being with him this past weekend. Michael Woods, Articulated Times, Bat Force Grump, a.k.a. Grumps. I am TJ
Grumps?
Williams, Dave Orkin,
What's up,
Josh
Tom?
J, Cowabunga Dude, Scalasoria, Joe Gonzalez, Adrian Jones, Blase Bear, Braku Prime, Patrick Boyle, Sean S, Articulated
Patrick,
Times.
what's up, man?
Luis Mejia. Hope I did that right. Joseph H.
Mejia.
Jesse's with us. Jacob Forna. Edgardo. Carvar Customs. Brian, what's up? I think that's Brian, right? Yeah.
Hey, yeah. What's up, Brian?
Figorian. Kevin Dufresne. Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan?
Mick Zarzuela. Tomo.
Yep.
Russian 61.
Hey, Tomo, what's going on, man?
EM Customs. Eric Miller. Super great with him, too. Frank Lira. Great hanging with him. Atomic Nerd. High School Creations. Lee Birdwell. Jeff Hovind. I think I'm seeing some new names. Christopher Collier and JG. And I'm going to go back up.
Yeah, holy moly. Brit.
Wow. Brit's Casual with $50.
The super sticker.
Dang.
Brit, if you got anything to say, like Brit has a channel, and I don't know if she's done anything recently. Like it is a casual toy review, and they're good. They're just real casual. it's a perfect
good.
It's a perfect name. But Brit, if you've got anything new to plug, please let us know. We'll be happy to do that. I mean, my God, for $50, thank you very much. I mean, appreciate it. She's been a supporter a lot from the beginning, man. She's always thrown out some big super chats. I really appreciate it, but like seriously, don't do a sticker. Tell us what's on your mind. What you got to plug, what you picked up. I don't care, like anything, man.
We'll look for your comment. No more. You don't have to donate a penny, Britt.
Awesome. That's very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And all that stuff goes to and Kevin. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you, Kevin.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All that stuff goes to the channel. We're going to do a giveaway tonight. That all comes out of, my pocket. So like, that helps out with this, we'll be able to do even bigger giveaways. Maybe we'll even bump up the giveaway tonight. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Britt. Appreciate it. All right.
What's got on? What's up?
Who's that?
Aristotle just joined us.
Oh, nice, Aristotle. Yeah. Speaking of which, let's just jump to our super chat. I'm calling the super chat superstars now because the lords of the lounge. There's a bunch of people in the 1/6 pack that to contribute to, so it doesn't really make much sense. So we got Braku Prime, Boy Called Malice, Bearded Toy Man Jordan. It's got to come back around. Sorry about that.
While you're waiting for that, is Larry on? Because there's a person named Huge Biceps 7. Has he got a different name still?
1/6 Figure Focus, who was our guest on the last 1/6 pack. That was great. Scott Baker, T. Belay, Aristotle, Hedgehog Action Jonathan, Kevin M. Boots, 77, Kevin, Braku, Boy Called Mouse, and Bearded Toyman. Thank you very much, you guys. Appreciate it.
Speaking of Hedgehog,
yeah.
Jesse was mentioning, check out his collection tour on Nerdzoic. It's awesome. Really good video.
Oh, wait, what? When did that come on? I know Nerdzoic's been doing. Oh, no kidding. That's awesome.
Yep. And Nerdzoic's really going to be my next.
He was on 3.0. Oh, on you?
On Toy Tubers. I think the Nerdzoic one is coming out the day after tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah, if you're not watching Toy Tubers on Bill's channel, man, it's a lot of fun. Like if you have, even if you're not like obviously not all of us are YouTubers, but like it's just a fun behind the scenes look at how people got into this stuff and what they do and the amount of work that it takes to put this stuff out, man. Really, it is a lot of work. Kevin, what's up, man?
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. Tonight. Yeah, we got Cosmics coming. We got 3 Cosmic figures we're going to take a look at real quick. Awesome. Because we do want to get to the unboxing. The unboxing, I'm going to go as fast as I can with like answering some questions and take a look at stuff. I don't know that we'll do every one. Maybe I'll skip out on the PowerCon Motu figures only because people have kind of seen those for a while because some people have had them in hand. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how.
I'd say start with the four new figures.
I agree.
And then maybe the horse, and then. That's probably good.
For sure. But Kevin, thank you, man. That's very appreciative, man. That's really, really nice. And all of them are nice. $2 chats are great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Toy Tubers is great. It's a lot of fun. Very cool. I was just on Toy Tubers, and that was a great conversation. Yep. And there's been some really seasoned people, not like me, but seasoned people on there giving some great advice. So go check that out for sure. And are you done with your Cosmic test shot reviews now?
They're still coming out every Saturday. I forget
more
where
to go.
I am. I might have 3 or 4 left. Yeah, but they're all recorded. I have like 2 more to edit.
Nice.
Like this weekend is in the bag. Like that one's ready to go. Then I think after that I maybe have 2 more, maybe 3. But yeah,
cool. Babylon Squared. Yes, we are going to be
see
talking
yourself
about,
out. Thank you very much.
Pop and swap, I mean.
What's that?
Babylon Squared asked, he said, I heard someone mention Pop and Swap was going to be brought up tonight. So indeed, we are going to hit that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, we can kind of jump into that real quick. We'll be talking about that throughout. Hey, Cloud, what's up? Oh, man, thank you very much.
Happy birthday. That's cool. Awesome.
Well, I mean, Cloud lives very close to me, so like if you do want that hat back, we could talk. I can probably get it over to you tomorrow. So you won't have at least that long to wait for that one. But thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, we could talk a little bit about, so Pop and Swap Stars happened last year in March. So it is March. We're almost halfway through March. So obviously we're going to be a little delayed in getting this started. It may start in April, but that's okay. You know, we're still in the, we're not in the first quarter. We're in the second quarter, but that's fine too. But we have some questions for you guys. Last year we did it. We basically had a first, second, and third place, and it was great. But there were some trends that came about during that one, and some things that we've thought about this year that we want to get your feedback on. So a couple of those, and I'll put this in the chat. I'll try to do a poll here if I can. quickly.
What's up,
How
Pablo?
should I phrase this? Should we do? Is that good? Should we do and then X what we're talking about here?
That could work.
But
But yeah, part of the reason that
Go ahead.
we're not starting like tonight is because we wanted to get some feedback. So we're just going to start the discussion, see what kind of feedback we get from y'all, and then we'll announce the official categories and sponsors and prizes and things like that to come with the official kickoff date. But we just wanted to include the community in the process a little bit more this time.
Well, Nicto is jumping the gun. Black and red pop and swaps is a go. I think that is a go. I don't even think we have to put that to the. I want to do that. Like, I just want to do black and red pop and swaps because last year we had such a glut of black and red that it almost got to the point where it was like, oh, another black and red. But I like them, you know what I mean? But there was so many of them that I would love to have its own category. And now that we've got the Furious 4, even the Unknown one has black parts at least, and some red highlights and stuff. And we're gonna have more by next month. So I think the black and red category is a definite. I think that's gonna happen. So I don't even think we have to vote on that, talk about it. I mean, if you guys got any thoughts, but I can't imagine anybody not wanting to do something like that. So so what we're thinking
as its own,
yeah. So what we're thinking is like an overall category, an overall winner, which is the big winner, and whether that comes out of one of those categories or not, still to be determined. But a red and black, first place for red and black customs. This next one is, it's up there in the chat now. Do we do a single custom part category? In other words, all pop and swap, like we did last year, all Mythic Legions parts, one custom part. You can use one custom part. You can paint it up. Or somebody else could have painted it up and you just happen to have it. So I know there's more and more people getting custom pieces. Yeah.
Could it be a factory part, but from another company? Sorry. Nicto wanted to see this.
Oh, yeah. Show that. Hang on. What do you think?
From Mezco.
I don't know. What do we think?
Yeah, what do you think? Or should it be
custom 3D printed specifically, or could it be just a part that's a customization, that's a single part?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like to see like to kind of keep it within the Mythic world and like keep it to third party.
Yeah.
Not that everybody's necessarily you have to buy something that's necessarily made for Mythic Legions, but I would say not another manufacturer's part. I would say a third party part.
I'm down with
anyone, whether it's like you could buy a Star Wars head sculpt from, Cantina. What the hell's the guy's name? Anyway, one of the third party Star Wars, and pop it on a Mythic Legions. I don't know how that's going to look. Probably not very good. But you could do that, and that would be your third party part.
Okay. Yeah, I like the idea that this is meant to support the creators.
I think so. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. Yep. So cool. Head, torsos, weapons, shields, whatever, but one piece. Otherwise, it's just coming from 4 Horsemen.
And then, like, if people have ideas, like, would a pair of pauldrons be one piece, or would that be 2 pieces? Like, those kinds of ideas, we need to like hammer those out just to make sure the rules are.
Yep. Good thinking.
Yep.
All
right. I guess things that come in pairs, let's say gauntlets, shin guards, or feet, or hands if you want to do that. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but maybe. All those can count as one part. We'll put all this down. I'm not saying you have to remember this right now, but they're a pair. That's fine. Pauldrons are a pair. Hands are a pair. Anything that there's normally 2 of can be one piece, considered one piece. That's fine.
Right. So
nothing that's different. You know what I mean?
For the people who are saying it's called pop and swap for a reason, or I want to stick to pop and swaps only. This is only one of multiple categories. This is the other categories will be straight pop and swaps. So
right.
And here's an interesting. Whoops, I hit the wrong one. Now here's an interesting. So it's all pop and swaps. It's all Mythic Legions parts, But what if you custom painted them? Some of those pieces. That could
I
be
say
it.
no.
We say no.
Just the custom.
Just the
single
custom part. Yeah. I do want to keep it as pop and swap. I understand people's thought. This was the idea, and we discussed this last year, that pop and swap should be the thing, and it should just be what you can make from Mythic Legions parts. But I know that a big part of this community is the third-party parts, and they're a big part. They're all people we know, and it's not a matter of getting them involved into those via the pop and swap. You know what I mean? Like it's happening because they've gotten into this way. So they're moving into it. And I would like to see more people get into that stuff. You know what I mean? So I think the idea of having one category, I don't think that category could win the pop and swap pure winner category, right? Like I would say that if we have one pop and swap winner, maybe that's the category. You know what I mean? We have a pop and swap, pure pop and swap winner. We have a red and black winner. We have a one custom part winner, and there's another category that we're thinking about that we'll bring up in a minute.
Right.
And Curtis Ackerman just spent $1.99 to give us his 2 cents, which is he thinks it's getting complicated. That's
a consideration.
It is, but we'll we're just chatting right now. We're open about it, and we will make everything as crystal as we can. Obviously,
why do we keep shifting?
Switching around?
I don't know.
That's ghost in the machine. Yeah.
That's weird.
But that's the last thing we want is this to be complicated. Trust us.
Right. There's a lot of ideas right now, and we need to narrow it down. That's why we want to get feedback. We don't want to just come at you guys with this closed, all right, here's what we have. And then you guys don't really get to put any input. We want to throw some ideas out there and see what the participants really are going to say and get feedback on it. Right.
All right, I'm gonna end the poll because I think we got 52 votes, and I don't know how many people we have in here right now. Well, we got 113, but if you didn't get your vote in by now, it's too late. So people say yes to a single custom part category, but I'm gonna end that, and I'm gonna put another poll up and just say, should we keep it just to pop and swap? Which means, red and black is just another, we could have 100 red and blacks, but we're not going to do a red and black winner category. Well, I guess we
do the same thing we did last year.
No, I guess we could, because that's still technically pop and swap. That's not adding a custom part. So so that's not the question. Just to Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions / Cosmic Legions parts. Okay. So there you go. That's your next question. We're going to move on to some other stuff, but you guys can answer that. We'll come back to it. We got a lot of stuff to cover here, so I don't want to spend all night on this one question. But if we don't want third-party parts, that's cool too. We don't have to do that. I just know that, people love that stuff and people get into it via the pop and swap. So we'll see.
Yep.
See what you guys say. Okay, a couple pieces of news. We got some Cosmic Legions, which I'm not even going to go over the pictures right now because we got them right here, and we're going to take a look at them in a minute, up close and personal. All-Star 5 Plus is shipping. We're going to be opening that up tonight. People are starting to get those in hand. I really seriously thought I was going to be the first one.
I wore my blue shirt in celebration. I hope you all like it.
That makes me feel a little blue, Bill, actually.
My beard's blue, can't you tell?
Beard.
I'm blue. Abada. Troll heads have shipped. Everybody who had those coming to them for the trolls should have gotten those. I haven't even opened mine, but they look really cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like the packaging. It's really
cool. Slick, yeah. I just kind of went all out on that. Didn't have to, but they did.
Yep. And little side note, Biblical Adventures, our friend Chris Garrich, his Kickstarter funded last week on Mythic Conversations. I kept going back and upping my contribution.
I added 200 that day as well.
Yeah, I've been helping him with photographs and stuff, and I'm just like, hey, let me. I'll just get a few a couple of like demons or something for you, like for doing whatever. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just adding more and more. I'm like $250 worth of stuff now from biblical adventures. I'm an atheist. But it's great. There's some great stuff. And I just saw new stuff that's coming. And a little birdie told me that there might be some more stuff unlocking soon.
Wow. So how much time's left in this? The Kickstarter?
1 week.
1 week left. Okay.
But here's the deal. He's at 90,000, almost 91,000. I think he's just under 91,000, which hasn't in the Kickstarter unlocked what he's set for book 2. But behind the scenes, and this happens with every Kickstarter, book 2, which he's unlocked.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, what you don't see with a Kickstarter, especially something like this, is retailers. Retailers are interested in this. Big Bad Toy Store just pushed out, a post today, and they're carrying it. And those orders all go into that total. You don't see it on Kickstarter because they're not contributing through Kickstarter, but on the back end, that's part of the total, and that has opened up book 2.
That's part of the total of what it takes for Chris to be able to unlock and make these new
gotcha. But we don't see that on the outside looking at the Kickstarter numbers.
Right. You're not going to see that on the Kickstarter number. Right?
Gotcha.
Because Kickstarter number, as far as we're concerned, is what everybody who's contributed personally. Retailers are ordering a bunch of these things. And I talked to him yesterday. He's got a bunch of retailers interested, but like, I still think he's got an untapped market in... he's trying to talk to Hobby Lobby. If anybody has any ties with Hobby Lobby, hook them up, because that's a big entity. Huge. But lots of places like that that are on that sort of Christian side of things or whatever. And I think there's Christian bookstores all over the country that would buy these things. So I think he's got an untapped market that he's even going to like just sail this thing way beyond what he's got up there. So when you see 91,000 on there and you see it's unlocked, that's the reason why. And could be some more stuff tomorrow. And it's really cool looking.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's really cool.
What's fun, I had the distinct privilege to hang out with CB and Jim Preziosi this weekend. And I just mentioned that how awesome this is for Chris, and it's great to see. And they both agree that it was indeed awesome. But they said, no matter how successful this gets, Chris is not allowed to quit for Horsemen.
Chris already said he never would, too. He's like,
listen,
I would
man,
never, ever quit.
Listen,
I know he wouldn't. I know, but it was,
you go there and you see him in his element. I was there yesterday, and oh my God, let me just say, I walked into this place, and the amount of stuff. Like, if anybody's been there for Intern for a Day, you walked into that front room, right? The little area outside the offices.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can say this. Packed with boxes. I mean, floor to ceiling packed with boxes. If you go into the storage room, floor to ceiling packed with boxes. I mean, there are the stuff that's coming. A lot of this is all stars. A few of it is straggling stuff, but it's unbelievable, man. Like, you just know they're growing as a company. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Big time.
Yeah, it's incredible. Nicto, thanks, man, for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Okay, so his one LBC, one piece third party, I guess, is what we're saying.
All out painted.
Oh, one piece part. Okay, one piece third party, I think is what he's saying. And then a third is an all out painted custom. Yeah, I don't know about the all out painted custom. Thank you for your input. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Let me just check the poll real quick here. I don't want to spend all night on this. Maybe we should have. Maybe we should. This may have to go in the next episode.
Or we can even make a post on the Cabal and just ask.
Yeah, we may continue this on the Cabal. That's a good idea.
Someone made a good point. I know there's this effort to try to get it in, by the end of Q1, like get it started by the end of March, but I can't remember who made the comment.
April's fine too.
It would be helpful for people to have it be in April because the retailer All-Stars will be shipping.
I was thinking
in April,
that, too. I was thinking
that would be really good, I think, for people to have.
Okay, we can do that. That is an excellent point, and I think that's a good reason for moving it down.
Yeah, so we got more time to iron out the wrinkles here too.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, more time for opinions. So far on the poll, should we keep it to just Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions parts? Yes, 81%. No, 19%. So
Okay.
Maybe people just want to keep it at this. Maybe we're just maybe we just do that. I'm cool with
we'll
that.
see.
That was our original thought last year, and
it worked.
It kind of makes
great.
it challenging. And there's so many parts now. We won't have cosmic parts in place. Sadly, I really hoped we'd have cosmic in place by now.
Well, next year. There's always next year. For
next
cosmic,
year there
right?
is next year. Yeah, I don't think we can hold off till May. I really don't want to hold off until May. So, and May not even that won't even be retailers. Yeah. It'll be June or July before retailers get those at this point. So, I agree, Tyler. If it ain't broke, it was good last year.
Pablo asks about soft goods, and I say as long as they're Mythic Legions factory soft goods, then yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Yeah. Yep. I think if we're not going to do third party, we don't do any third party. We don't do any Max Bird or anything like that. And that's fine. That's cool.
Yep.
All right. It looks like that's where we're going. So, Nate, tell us a little bit more about MuskyCon. MuskyCon sounds like it smelled a little bit, but
MuskyCon. Well, it's from Muskegon, Michigan. Right. So, it was a blast. I know Pete's thrilled because to me, it looked like it more than doubled in both vendors and attendees.
Wow.
And there was a super awesome variety of stuff there. I was mostly behind the Four Horsemen table with Travis, and he told Jim and CB, you guys aren't to do a thing other than have fun, walk around, meet people, shop, do whatever you want, shake hands, sign autographs. We're going to handle everything. We're going to handle setup.
So that was Travis's idea.
That was Travis.
So I'm like, where the hell were Jim and Cornboy? Like, but everybody was like coming over to the Four Horsemen table to meet Jim and Cornboy, and they weren't there. They had
they were there quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
But they were walking around, and
that's nice.
He actually even sent me a note that said, "This is the first time in my career that I didn't have to work at a convention, and it was fantastic."
Yeah.
So,
nice.
And it was really, I mean, it was a thrill to be back there and kind of being an ambassador and helping sell, and tons of new people were coming up, and like JMax77, I'd never met him before, met a lot of new people, and it worked out great because the Four Horsemen table was there. Right next to us was Wolf King with Curtis, and then Steven had some stuff, and they had unpainted, they had painted, and then Eric Miller was right there. So for the new people, you could say, here's what the line is. An awesome part of it is this pop and swap ability of it. And then there's third-party parts just like this. You can get them unpainted, keep walking down, then you can see how far the customization goes. Across from him was Alex with a lot of his great dial stuff. So it's a neat little area right there that you could sell, You could really push it. And then just hanging out with them. We had the Legions Lair guys came in from Akron, so it was great hanging with them. Curtis, like I said, was there. Eric Miller was fantastic hanging out with him. Frank and Anna came. A lot of people came from Chicago, Indiana,
Frank and Anna, cool. Wow. Nice.
Ohio. Yes, Anna is a big reason my liver is hurting.
Really?
And, the Michigan posse's a blast. So it was a great time. Everyone was super appreciative to have the Four Horsemen come to the Midwest. Yeah. So a lot of people came, like did a day trip in from Chicago. They just drove in to see them, got some stuff, and took off. And they had a really good selection of figures. They sold really well. But Jim and CB both said, we didn't even care if a single figure sold. We just wanted to come, hang out, have a good time. So mission accomplished there, but they did sell super great. So overall, fantastic weekend. It was a blast. Didn't hardly sleep a wink, but totally worth it.
That's great.
Yep.
And that's cool, man. They got to walk around, because I remember CB at even the ToyCon New Jersey was like, asked me if I had seen like some certain figures out on the floor, and I'm like, damn, man, go out, get out of here, go walk around. He's like, yeah, I will in a minute. But that's cool. That's really, really nice. That's really great.
Yeah, it's fun. So anyone who could make it, anyone's Nolan Collects was there. It was awesome hanging out with him. He made the day trip in from Chicago. Nice. Yeah, it was a blast. So they said they're going to keep coming back. So it's a perfect kind of a breaks up sort of Legions Con. Then there's this. So some of the bigger ones. And then not too far is right
in between PowerCon. Yep.
Yeah, and then we're going to be back to Legions Con.
I'm definitely going to make it to PowerCon. I wanted to come to MuskyCon, but just wasn't in the cards. Just got a new dog.
We'll get you boys out here one of these days.
We'll get there. I know. I want to tour the water plants. I'm really looking forward to that.
I know. I did say I wish Mesquite Con was in the summer, because being on Lake Michigan and everything that Michigan has to offer right around that area in the summer, it beats the hell out of. We had a lot of snow this particular weekend, but everything's right there. You can just it's kind of like Legions Con is, that once you're there at the convention and the hotel, it's just a couple blocks and you're at tons of restaurants. We recommended this barbecue place right across the street to CB. He ate there twice. It's so good. So all these bars, restaurants are just all right there in this perfect little walking district. Yeah, Eric was a blast hanging out with him, and just
I'm so bummed, man. There's so many people I just want to hang out. That's all I want to do. Like, I don't even care that I get there, or there's nothing I really need from the Four Horsemen at this point. But I just want to hang out with people, man. That's it. But,
there was some, like I said, there were some goodies on that table that I wanted to snap up, but it's sort of like
the Mandibulus made an appearance.
Yeah, that was a real big one. There wasn't a ton, of course. He went like super fast. Torian was a big one. Aerothier. Who else was there that was really good? Malfar Vorthog was there. They had some really good figs. Yep. Nice. The original Barbarian builder, they had a few of those. So that was great.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. People saying I was there. All right. Oops. No, that's not what I want. I'm not having issues. Thank you very much. All right. Let's get on with this. We got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm going to do some quick. We all saw the pictures of our first few Cosmic Legions Outpost Zaxxius wave. I'll share some stuff here. I'll do this screen share real quick. We saw the Tusk Pilot first.
Yes, our Top Gun entry into Cosmic.
So this is definitely a builder figure, because there are multiple Tusk red pilots.
Or as figure fan Nate likes to say, Took.
Yeah, the Tukes. It's the Canadian. So let's take a look at this guy, man. All right.
Did we lose Bill?
Here we go. Live and in person.
I don't know what happened to Bill. Hope he's okay.
Oh, Bill, what happened to Bill?
He's no longer there.
Am I choppy?
A little bit.
That
You're
is good. That's weird.
The figure looks fine, but you're a little choppy, and Bill's back.
I'm running up to grab a beer. Sorry. I put it in the little private chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, missed it.
But I'm still choppy?
You are, but move your hand around. That's fine. But you're choppy.
Weird. It's this camera, man. This Sony camera. Hang on. I might have to reset this, but anyway.
Look at that in person.
Let's take a look at this. First of all.
So
there's that.
It's awesome.
Cherry red. The red is insane. I mean, you can see the gloss coming off of this thing, and what you're not seeing is that metallic. This camera. I'll hold it up to this camera, although it is extremely slow. I don't know what the hell's, and there's no light on it. So hang on a second. Let me get a little light on here. This man right here. There we go. Now you can really see. It's got depth to it, you know what I mean? Like there's just that red. You still can't see it here. It's very hard to pick up on the camera, but it's that metallic, deep car, paint cherry red.
Yeah, cherry red. Yeah,
beautiful.
Sweet.
This is Joe Vassapolo's, I think, first Cosmic Legion paint job. I think.
Oh, no kidding, man! That's awesome.
I think that's what he said. But it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I love, I love this piece around the neck, and that can come off. So we of course we have the. I guess this is going to be opaque. The visor.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah. There we go. The visor is opaque. I don't think it's going to be like that dark, smoky, translucent. I don't think.
I would imagine it's opaque as well.
Yeah.
Match the other pieces that were like that.
And of course, this, if we take this whole thing off. And again, I got to be careful because some of this is resin, some of it is production. We've got the So that comes off.
Wow.
Obviously. And then you just got this part, which you could just have this.
Dang.
You can have head.
Yep. And I was
It's
saving
got multiple-
Kevin's comment until I knew the head would come out, and we
Mhm.
all knew this was coming at some point. Is that guy blue? Can't tell with the lighting.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks very much, Kevin.
Is that brown?
As well, Kevin.
What is that, velvet?
Kind of grayish. Let me bring this lighting down a little bit here. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we got this guy. So now the question is,
Yeah, I love how that blue head pops on that red.
my question about this is, like, I can see his face fitting in this. This was my thought all from the beginning. Was that this guy is in this helmet. Now, if you take the little visor off, it obviously looks a little more like a, like this is some sort of, android or synthetic. But I don't know if his forehead would fit in there. But I mean, like, if you, use your powers of imagination, I could see this becoming like some sort of, visual aid, and then, it just transmits, like a HUD to the eyes on either side or something like that.
Yeah.
So, it fits his head, so I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be. But either way, looks very cool.
See that?
Yeah, beautiful. Even this, like, just this part is amazing.
It's still tripping me out, even though this is our third book we're seeing stuff on, that you can tell that these are 4 Horsemen products. Obviously, they're not mythic, but we see a lot of mythicness in them, at least in the sense that they're sculpted by Treadaway. So seeing that with a blaster or a gun in their hands sometimes like trips my mind. It's kind of weird for me to grasp, like, every once in a while, you know what I mean? Even though I know it's sci-fi and it's cosmic and everything, but it's like part of me still sees a little mythicness, and then with a blaster, I'm like, wait.
So this is what's great about these two. I mean, you could stick this in the side here. This could be some sort of, gun.
Jonathan solved the head issue. He says the head's squishy, so it can fit in there.
It's like memory foam. His head's made out of like memory foam.
Yeah, it's the Serta people. No, that's not it. It's not Serta. Who makes the memory foam mattresses?
That super chat had a sound effect to it in my head, Jonathan.
Again, this is production. This is what I deal with.
Wow. Yeah.
These are resin. So it's not exactly tight. But yeah, I mean, just the idea that you can plug these into different places. Sometimes you can.
That red is so good.
Beautiful.
I love it against the cloth too. It's sort of not quite matte, but
and people have pointed this out, but like the racing stripe on the arm there, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And on the leg.
Oh yeah, like Han Solo.
Yeah, you got a little Han Solo going on there.
That's cool.
I mean, that's a nice detail. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
really
that's
cool.
not an easy thing to have painted either. I mean, I'm sure they've got some sort of mold for that, but like even on the inside,
and I can see some
like
super.
You didn't have to do it on
the
the inside thigh. You know what I mean? Like, and they did it on the inside thigh.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's on the inside arm.
Some real simple customization for figures like these. If someone can comes up with some almost like rankings, like just some simple, like, talk about stripes, but just to change these up just a little bit, you might have different rankings on the chest or arms or something. It could be really cool.
For sure. All right, so that's the Tusk pilot. I'm going to put him away because he's obviously not quite ready for prime time.
I agree with Braku, or at least that was my assumption before reading the story, the short story that goes along with the Red Jet. But Braku says, I assumed, but I just lost it now.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
I assumed the head was a robot head built in the image of the blue head guy. And I was kind of like relating it to the Geonosians, where like the Geonosians built the battle droids in their image, sort of like that kind of thing.
Yeah. And was it Zaxxius and Forlom? Same thing. Like that Forlom head was based on the Zaxxius species, I guess. So
But the
I'm down
short
with
story
that. That's cool,
suggests that it's a helmet that he removes, or at least there's a red jet that has a helmet that gets removed.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Am I still choppy? I'm a little bit smoother, right? I'm still choppy. I think it's this camera, man. It's overheating or something like that. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. All right. Well, we're looking at these things. I'll see if I can switch it out.
Got some good numbers. 138 people here.
Sweet.
Hell yeah! Hit that like, please. Hit it now. Hit it often. No, just hit it once because then you'll turn it off. And then we have.
Here's another one.
And I just closed the.
Curtis. The cosmic reveals so far look fabulous. You should be proud of those photos, Trevor. Don't let anyone make you feel blue.
Damn it, Curtis. Can we just let that go?
Speaking of Curtis, he asked a question way earlier. He asked when. So Curtis was kind enough to send me the ramen toys Quicksilver from Silverhawks, and I'm gonna do a review of that. And I haven't squeezed it in yet. It's gonna come. It might not be right away, but I'm gonna do a review of that. It's an awesome figure.
Cool.
So this is Kaylin Shun, and she is the same species as
Ziri.
Ziri.
Yep. Zuvian.
And she
Zuvian,
Zuvian. So she wears this. Hang on, let me go back because I took us off here. She wears this helmet. Whoops. Let's remove that. Let's embiggen that. There we go. Cool. She wears this helmet to hide her, and the cloak to hide her true appearance, and her, just who she is, basically. I'll hold that up. You can translate that if you'd like to. There you go. Screenshot that. I haven't even done it myself, so I don't know what it says. But I think we've all
somebody
got the
get on
key
that
to this
before we're done today. Somebody bring us a translation.
I think we've all got the key to this typeface. I have this font on my computer, but I didn't even bother to look yet. So, but
is that printed on the underside of the? Sorry, is that printed on the underside of the visor? Is that where that's printed?
On the top of the visor. So the visor is solid. Yeah, the visor is solid. But this one happens to have these little eye pieces here.
They look lit.
Which I'm assuming
they do.
They do, right? They've got a really cool under light. They've got like a really cool like they're not that glowy, but I gotta tell you, under this light they kind of are. It's like a metallic blue.
It's wild.
It's really nice, man. It's really, really nice. And this is kind of a purplish blue, not a bluish purple, a purplish blue. Okay, all right, got it.
So you're saying it's a purplish blue? Because if it's a purplish blue, and this thing releases and it's a bluish purple, I'm gonna return my figures. That's all I'm saying. I'm suing. Yeah,
cancel everyone. Cancel it.
Sue everybody.
That's right. Slap Happy Toys $4.99 super chat. I am loving these cosmics so much. 2 exclamation points.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Slap Happy.
I'm gonna straighten this out because this cape is like, I kind of bunched it up to make it look realistic and stuff, but look at the design of this cape, man.
Oh,
it's
that's so cool.
It's like batty almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really cool. I don't know why you couldn't just like flip this inside out either. You know what I mean? For a little vampire action or something like that. You know what I mean? There's your well, we're gonna talk about a third category for the pop and swap. We'll talk about it in a minute, and that might come in handy. But this is a beautiful cape, man. Look at the detail on this. Like the stitching on the front, the stitching around the side here. It's gorgeous, man. And the clasp, she's got this neck piece. You can see it there. That rides up on the neck. It's so cool. And just
now, Pablo made a comment earlier with the unhelmeted head, just because of the hair that would get in the way. You can't really use the cape.
No, you can use. Let's try it. I'll try the cape on that head. It's going to be a little tight, and you can see how this rides up on the head a little bit. I mean, it still looks pretty natural. You know what I
That
mean?
looks good to me.
I think it looks pretty good.
You're saying the height of the head on the neck? Or
No, I'll try it. So they gave me two torsos. So this is the so here's what's interesting. And I saw some people like, of course, you know, complaining about this. But it was part of the story that this is an ancient piece of equipment that she wears, which is, you know, this is a armor from a 2.0 Mythic Legions figure, as well as the chest piece being from a bunch of
many of the
figures,
female
actually,
knights.
at this point.
Yeah.
The newer female knights. Hadriana, I think, has this, and so I dig it, man. I think it looks really sci-fi, but it almost has that, you know, that classic sci-fi look to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see if I can get this cape on her and just fold it down. Obviously, it's not going to go over her head. And here's what I got to deal with. This is all resin.
Oh,
This is hard as a rock.
yeah.
And I think
Careful.
already a little piece of it is chipped off there. All right, it's going to be, see, this is not rubber. So this is almost going to be impossible for me to get on here. But I think once this thing is flexible, I think you won't have a problem getting this over the top of the hood. You'll have to have the hood down, obviously. You're not going to have the hood up. But I'm not even going to try it because I think I'm going to break this. But I think it'll work. But the point being in the story is that she removes the cape and she removes the helmet to be, you know, kind of herself when she's not in disguise, when she's not guarding the transports and the stuff that her team is transporting. So she kind of keeps herself in disguise because she was a guard. She was like an elite guard for the. I'm still learning this lore, but I think it's the Ferox Empire. So, you know, while she left there, I guess, on okay terms, there's a reason that she's keeping herself disguised, I suppose. So, and that is the Thrace head. Yeah, it looks great, man.
So cool.
I love this sculpt.
It's beautiful, and of course, all these color schemes are just amazing.
Colors are amazing. So her legs are green.
I love the details on the back too. There,
Yep.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, just this being painted, you know, silver, you know, makes that and takes that to a different level than the medieval look to it. You know what I mean? Just having that be something that's a little more sculptural.
One thing I'm learning right now is I think I assumed that pauldron and strap were like one. Like I thought it was kind of like the new, what's her name? The new Artemis 2. I thought it was that kind of shoulder strap initially, and I thought it was just flipped around on what's his name, Iasipedian.
Yeah.
So it's
this is a new strap.
Yeah.
So this is a new strap. If you can see it, like this has like interlocking, almost like metal pieces to the front of it, and then of course it's got details and stuff in the back. I'm sorry the camera isn't like. Let me get back to my. So hold that up so you can see it there, and then on the on the front, you can see it there. So that's new interlocking little metal pieces. So that's a new strap. And this is the Aescipidian.
Are you sure that's not the Aescipidian strap, just painted differently?
It may be on Aescipidian. It may not be new to this figure. I don't remember what the Aescipidian. I'm saying it's a new to Cosmic. It's not like a reuse from Mythic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It may.
I think it's the same. I'm looking at Aescipidian.
Okay.
It looks the same, just painted very differently.
Okay. So I know this is Aes's pauldron, and even that's a pretty cool look.
Yeah.
But the cape is great. And I know people, Curtis doesn't like soft goods, but these things are amazing, man. They're really good. Curtis, Mr. Curtis bought his first Mezco today, so he's on the
Curtis bought a doll
track now. He bought a doll.
We should have named that the episode. Curtis bought a doll.
Curtis bought a doll.
Hashtag Curtis bought a doll.
Love you, Curtis. So there she is. Kellyanne Shun. I love this figure, man. I don't know what it is about these female figures, man. This is one I'm gonna have to get a test shot of. I love it. I just only hope the test shot has this painted in gray, but it probably won't be. But it's really, really cool. Love it. What does everybody think in the chat? And of course, she's got two guns as well.
All caps. She's so damn cool.
Yeah. She's got a couple of guns that have some nice details on them. I mean, these are getting more and more detailed. I think from the first round. I don't know what they're going to end up looking like on the first Cosmic round, but you've got some little.
Yeah, look at the little color highlights too.
Yeah. I think they were a little plainer on the first.
Having handled these weapons, the sculpt work is so sharp, I guess is the word. It's so like the mold is so crisp, and there's so many little details that the paint, like I think customizers painting these up, and and just variations in the line. There's just limitless possibilities on these things.
Yeah, people are gonna have fun painting these up for sure, making these their own.
Now that I got
these are nice. Like, I like the details on these. I think that I like the color on this, and it complements her outfit. I think, and I think they're really cool, but without being like, oh, it's paired up. You know what I mean? Like it's not just silver and blue or something like that. It's got its own look, but they look like they're hers. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the guns are amazing.
And Skella asks, do those weapons have pegs? They have the hole where you can put the modular peg in there and pop it into the various ports.
Right.
Or pop like a side little piece onto a gun.
Yes. So what I'm not showing you is you've got that hole there, and it comes with little pegs, and there's two different sizes. There's a short one and a longer one. And you can stick those so that their guns can be like right there on her belt. So that there's a little peg, and you can plug it right in, and it looks as if the gun is just sort of magnetized towards it on it, without having to put a magnet in there or anything else that's sticking out of the gun or sticking out of the belt. So it's a really nice idea. I think it's really cool, and those little cylinders are going to be like the wing adapters eventually. They're going to be everywhere.
Right.
You've got too many of them, but
I've handled 50 of them now at this point, just through the the test shot reviews. Curtis Ackerman with the $5 super chat. My people are running the numbers. Not sure if it crossed the 33% threshold. It's close enough that we may ask for a recount.
Okay. 33% cloth. Okay, so if it's over 30, it has to be over a third soft goods.
The thing is, like,
what figure did he get? Did he tell me what he got? I forget.
So he said over 33%. Oh, he got cable.
Cable.
Yeah, not cable.
Dude, cable's a doll.
Bishop.
Sorry, cable's a doll. Bishop's a doll too. Sorry.
The thing is, like, it needs to be over 33% of the clothes, right? But Bishop is head to toe clothes. He just has armor on top of that clothes.
Yeah, right.
So,
right,
he's a doll, according to Curtis.
He's a doll.
But Curtis said he loves it. Like, there's a thing when you get it. I know this is off topic, but like when you get a Mezco in hand, it's an experience. Like, they are nice figures. They feel great in hand.
Definitely.
Super detailed. You just have to pull. Oh my gosh.
All right. And our reveal today, Apor Utiv 83. Wink, wink. Definitely not many faces. Here he is.
Many heads.
I gotta add it to the stream. That would help. I'll embiggen that.
It's wild.
This is where, like, like, I'm tempted to be like, did they design this body specifically for this?
I know, right? I know, right? There are several things that I think about like that with that, and I'm like, damn, man, that's like, just looking at different like pictures of figures from either Motu or other lines and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that really could fit perfectly. But yeah, he's got some really cool metallic. Again, like you can sort of see the sheen on this orange. That's got like a metallic sheen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this blue. Is it blue? It's blue. I hope it's blue.
Keeps on giving.
And this purple are amazing. There's his feet. There's the back. So this is all stuff we've seen on some of the Tusk figures and stuff like that. It's
Right.
reused from those, obviously. But this you'll recognize as the Xylernian guard
Yeah.
helmet. And I got to tell you, man, when I first took it out, I was like, "Oh, they're using a Mythic Legions medieval." I'm like, "Dude, it freaking works! It works."
It does.
I mean, some of this is a little bit. There's a little bit of the '80s sci-fi to this, and there's a little bit of the Buck Rogers callback, throwback. Like even Curtis. I'm sorry, Frank Frazetta type sci-fi look and feel. You know what I mean? Where there's there's elements of swords and sandals in sci-fi that Warlord of Mars type of look. You know what I mean? Like where it's swords and sandals but in space. And there's a little bit of that, and I love this, man. I really like the way this looks in all forms of its configuration. It looks incredible.
Just look at a Gamorrean guard someday in Star Wars. That thing looks like an orc.
Yeah, totally medieval.
Right? Yeah.
Totally. Okay. We got a bunch of hands, and we also have, a couple of different heads here. I'm not sure. I know the clear part to this head is in here, but I can't find it. So you know what it looks like anyway, though. For this, I think it's clear on this one. So you can take this off. Again, be careful. Pop that on. So this is where the Manny faces comes in. You've got the robot. You've got the ogre-looking orc face, which I think is really cool. This is probably how I'm going to display this guy.
Which is a new head sculpt.
New head sculpt. It's the vampire, but it's inside a helmet.
Yep.
With a couple of pieces. Really cool.
Sort of an upscaled resculpt of the 2.0 vampire.
Yep. And this is totally Buck Rogers, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? This just has that Buck Rogers feel. And I love it, man. I really, really dig this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And I'm not really a fan of the Motu tribute stuff. And generally the
Same.
colors are a little too like gaudy for me, you know what I mean? And it's like, it doesn't really fit into it. This guy fits in. And I will totally have him in with cosmic shots and stuff, like probably with this head, but I love it, man. Don't know if these are meant to come off.
Someone mentioned
I'm assuming they do, but
those look like a downscaled version of the ones that go in the orc and the ogre scale helmets.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking
but
about?
the helmet doesn't fit over it with these in, and I'm assuming that these are
Pop those out.
openings, but I didn't
That back
ask,
piece
and
of the helmet
don't
might
think
not.
they come out of here, so I don't know if they do or not. But either way,
I wonder if it
still
would
looks
even fit with that back piece, with that spike
Which
on the
back
top.
piece? Oh, the spike? I think it does, actually.
Oh, yeah, it would. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like it would clear, but these don't
Yeah.
clear. So I
Right.
don't know if those come out or not. But this
So let's
does,
talk about the
obviously. You can
human.
pop this out. Yeah.
Who was it? Somebody mentioned in the chat.
Yeah, if you're
Is it a human or a Zartan?
Sure.
And so I was thinking about that when I made my post today. Like, so, this might not be a human, right? This might be an alien who has tech that can make himself look like a human. But I guess
Could be a shape changer.
the confirmation here is that either there are humans in Cosmerium or people from Cosmerium have seen humans, because why else would this character make a hologram of a human face, right? So
True.
they're there somewhere in this
Well,
world.
I mean, if you're considering this a human, I mean, is it enough to say that these eyes and the color around them makes him something else that's just humanoid? And he's
Right.
not
I think it's
necessarily human.
close enough for most people. So whatever race this might be.
I think the color of the skin is, yeah. I mean, that's
in the shape of the
that's going
face.
to work with many faces, obviously, but probably could have been like white. It probably could have been like a white and red or something like that. But yeah, I mean, that may give people hope that there's humans. I don't know why that's
humans are human-like people.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's such a big deal for people, but I think people want humans for some reason. I'm okay with no humans, quite frankly.
I am too, because I can do head swaps.
Yeah. There's going to be all sorts of third-party. People are going to be making, military, marine type figures and stuff like that.
I think Mark Calvo's made those ones with the guy with like the cigar in his mouth. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want a nice custom cyborg human head, with like a eye, almost like Terminator or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's coming. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, Bricks. So he said, "Get over yourselves, humanity." Julie says, "I honestly don't see it as human." Yeah, I mean, this is like Star Trek human. This is like that. Like they have the same features as a human, but since their face is painted like half black and the other half white, they're not human. You know what I mean? It's like
right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Human-like.
Yeah. And I love the theory
and
that
happy birthday, Cookie. Definitely.
that they could have come across humans outside of Cosmerium, so that's enough to have emulated that look in some sort of tech.
Also,
I love that.
Is Han Solo even a human? Like, it's a galaxy far, far away. He's not even a human.
Yeah, no, he's from Corellian. He's a Corellian. So technically, yeah. And Cookie's pointing out like the Motu figures aren't usually in the canon. That is true. They have some sort of storyline that makes them part of something, and you can fit it in, but it's not necessarily a strictly canon figure. But I got to tell you, man, out of all the Motu figures, maybe with the exception of
the one you can't show us yet.
Yeah, that one. No. Keltis. I love this guy, man. I think this guy's great. I think he's going to fit right in. I don't mind the orange gun. I may paint the orange gun. I don't know. Or I'll paint another gun and give him another gun. But I love the orange on the suit. I like the pink. And it's totally 80s. That's great. Really good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Very cool. So there you go. That's Operative 83.
What's up, Black Hole Comics?
Oop, that's not what I wanted to do.
For joining us. Curtis Ackerman with yet another. Eternians aren't human except Marlena.
Marlena?
Marlena? Is that Queen?
Marlena?
Is that the Queen? Is that Randor's wife?
Oh,
Adam's
is
mom?
it?
Is that
Okay.
the Queen?
No idea.
I'm not sure.
Cloud says, I pass on the Motu figures, but my wife wants a purpler now. Yeah, those kind of fit in, though, man. I mean, I think those kind of fit in pretty well. But I mean, I think what were your least favorite Motu figures? I think mine's Milena. I don't like Milena, and I don't like Mephitor. I'm not a big fan of Mephitor. The skunk.
I don't have either of those two. I do plan to get a Mephitor at some point. I think next con I gotta pick one up.
Yeah. Oh, she was an Earth astronaut? Where did that go? She was an Earth astronaut.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that story.
And Jonathan backs that up.
There you go.
$1.99. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thanks for the information. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. All right. Let's move on, man. All right. So what do we want to see first?
Should we address the bluish gray elephant in the room?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right, sure. Let's go. All right. Dubon, who I suggest you all cancel your orders on.
If anybody, so here's the thing. I know that there's some people that are upset about Dubon. They think maybe the color doesn't exactly match what was shown. And I will say this, I feel for you. But if you're, if you're gonna be letting go of your figure, I would be interested. I'm just not paying the regular $37. It's got to be less than that because it's not accurate according to you. So if you want to sell me any of those for like $25, if anybody wants to sell them for $15, I'll buy them off of you, and you can make some of your money back at least.
There you go.
On that horrible figure.
There you go. It's terrible.
I'll do the favor.
Let's talk about this. I mean, I don't know. I know this is like a stupid thing, and I posted in the Cabal about it.
It's not stupid.
This is a resealable. So here's the good and bad of this. This is reusable. You don't rip that bag. I mean, sometimes I would take a scissors to it, but normally I'd be like in such a hurry, and I wouldn't have scissors near me that I just rip that shit.
I just rip them open,
and that goes in the garbage basically,
Right.
because that's done. It's not coming back to life, and you can't put anything back in it. So when you go to if you go to resell or whatever, like you just don't have that bag. You put it in another bag, or you stick it in some saran wrap or whatever. Now we've got a resealable bag. Now, that's great. Is this going to? And this is a question for the chat. Does this mess up your knowing that a figure is mint and not having been removed? I mean, the figure could have been removed, but if you don't take the accessories out of the old ones, because the bag isn't ripped.
Out of that.
I think
somebody could
ties
seal the bag.
Tell the story. The twist ties tell the story.
Well, but
Like,
the twist ties.
when you look
Well,
at-
okay,
when
if
you
the
look at a
twist ties
freshly
aren't back
twisted-
in place, yeah.
Well,
I
no,
get
what
you.
I'm saying is like when you retwist a twist tie, it does
Yes.
not look like
It
a
never looks the
factory
same.
twisted twist tie.
Right,
You can tell.
Right.
That should be.
Well,
the check,
the
in my
figure
opinion.
is out of the bag, but I mean, I guess I don't know because I don't really care, honestly. I just bought something that I'll bring up at another show. That is a figure I've been chasing for a while, and I know that they've been out of the bag. The bag isn't there. It's fine. I don't really care. But I mean, I'm thinking if somebody buys it and you've opened up the even if you could get the twist tie exactly back the way it looked, this is a resealable bag at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think going forward, it's not a bad thing because I think it's a good thing. Actually, I love it.
The vast majority of people,
Very
it's a very slim little group that's going to be annoyed by the baggy
Right
check
now.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
For
Maybe in the future, people will be looking at these things like they look at like Luke Skywalker's from the Kenner line or something like that with the different colored.
and at that
and all
point,
that stuff.
we're past that point, right?
Right.
Or
I
we're
mean,
dead. One of the two.
or like I don't think Cosmic is. I think early Mythics will be that,
Maybe not you.
but I don't think Cosmics will ever be that kind of like
Yeah.
Grail type status.
And I mean, because it is a resealable, collector friendly package. It just is. It is like you can get everything back if you took your time to tape everything back in place, and you could reasonably get it to a point where it looks. I mean, this isn't crazy. This tie isn't nuts to reproduce. I could do that. So you could get it back. So I don't think anybody's really going to know that they actually have something that was never out of the package.
Real quick,
what
Curtis
about the
with
hands?
another $1.99. Is it true that blue Hagnon is just Hagnon? That is a riddle wrapped in an enigma.
I showed you Blue Hagnon last week. You can go back and watch the show, and you can see how blue he is.
What I missed. Kevin, Straight Poop said something in this chat.
Cosmic will have
That's
no
true.
bags, all blister trays, according to Chris.
Oh,
Oh, there he is. Well, like, this is what we're looking at right here. Look at this. I mean, we've got hands in the blister tray, which is
Yep, that's
extremely new. Never had this before.
wow.
Not loving the tape, but I get it. I know why it's there. I always hate
That's
tape.
my biggest Star Wars The Vintage collection, like annoyance when I'm opening one of
Yes.
those and I get like bogged down by the tape and I just want my awesome
Yes.
figure and like the hand will come out or
Yes.
the
I
lightsaber.
can't get the tape off.
Yeah, because it's so tiny. Everything is so small.
Yeah, it's extremely tiny tape. This at least you can grab, and they've left it like
Or
half
just
open.
push
It
the
doesn't
hand
cover
up
the
a little
entire
bit.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at the hands, man. I mean, my God, this is great. Oh my God, love this. untie this guy.
Yeah, that looks blue. Somebody mentioned it. It looks blue to me. Skella. Yeah, it's blue.
It's a steel gray blue or blue gray,
which is how it comes off exactly in the photos as well.
Like it's gold. Maybe it's gold, depending on how you see it. Like people were saying,
white gold can come off as kind of steely.
This is that blue gold dress for Mythic Legions.
Oh, right. That's it. Yeah, totally.
Mr. Allen's here. I'm very happy, Trevor, for you. This moment is Christmas in March. I will get mine in April, I believe. So maybe we'll be too late for reviews. No, we got to hear Mr. Allen. You put your own spin. Trevor's not singing his review.
That's right. So even this light, I got to tell you, you got to get this in hand because what you're seeing right now, it's bluer in my hand. Like I'm telling you, like the light plays tricks even on this and on this. It's a very interesting.
And that still looks
color.
Pretty blue to me.
Yeah, it's pretty blue, but I mean, let's turn the light.
See now that looked gray for a second, but
move it away. You know what I mean? It even looks like a darker blue. You know what I mean? But blue gray. It's a very interesting color.
It's more gray than blue and that's kind of how the prototype looked in the pictures. Like it didn't look like a straight up blue. It was a bluish gray. Yeah, it was like a gray with a blue tint
blue
to
gray.
it.
Yeah, like a steel blue or steel gray or what do you call that?
This cape
Blaze Bear. It looks just like the photos to me. Same.
Yeah.
The work that we're getting, I don't think people understand. I mean, maybe they do.
And I thought part of the discussion was that they thought the arms were a little bluer than they are, not the whole everything.
They still have a little blue in them. They're a gray. They're like almost
it's a light, yeah.
It's an off-white, but it goes off-white to the blue spectrum, not the yellow spectrum. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's more in the blue area. I've got yellow light in here, so you're seeing yellow light come from this direction from my detolf, so I can't do anything about it. It's one of those things when you light it a certain way, it's going to look differently. So I'm going to put his pauldrons on first.
I think if you put it in natural sunlight, it's going to look blue.
Yeah, it's blue. I'm telling you, it's blue. I think if you like blue, if the reason you bought it is because your favorite color is blue, you're going to be fine. No, this is one of those pauldrons you have to heat up.
Yeah. Shit. Dripping with sarcasm. I don't trust a professional photographer and his ability to tell colors from Mitch.
Here's the other thing. Some things, some things get translated differently when you compress them. Sometimes there isn't time to sit there and put a Pantone colorometer up to the figure and test it against the photo to say, oh, am I hitting the exact right amount of cyan in that? So
right.
If you're to the point, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it. If you're to the point where this blue-gray looks too gray-blue for you and you're going to cancel your order, fine, sell it to Bill and cancel your order, man. You know what I mean?
I'll even go so far as to one-up Bill and say I'll take it for $26.
Oh, man. Bidding war now. And somebody asked the question, were people really this upset? There were some people
it's ridiculous.
Who were pretty upset when they saw the initial photo. Really, it was the lighting and it made it look very gray. And that was like this sort of tipping off point for a lot of people to get really upset. And then I think they probably cooled off a little bit when they saw other photos, because it's not just like, oh, every photo it's gray. I think people are going to need to get it in hand and decide for themselves if it's satisfactory to them or not, and then go on from there. But like every figure, when you first see pictures, there's going to be some pictures that don't quite represent it. And, you can't just grab a bunch of pitchforks and start claiming oh, we were scammed. It was a bait and switch, like without really having all the information.
Right.
Here's the thing. You can sell it for more than you bought it for. If you bought it from the Horsemen and you're getting it right now and you're like, they scammed me, this isn't blue, you can sell it for another $5, okay?
Trevor, it's the
So
principle.
sell it.
It's the principle.
Let's get this off. Put his hawk on. Get your hawk on. Fist on here.
Yeah.
I this guy's super. Man, I love this. I love this cape. Oh my god, this cape is insane. Oop.
I can't wait to do some swaps and stuff with that cape. Try it on some different figures.
I would love a soft goods
Hood.
Hood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
regular head and a soft goods hood. I would have preferred that
I gotta
too.
say, like, if you look at it, it's pretty well matched. This is a little bit darker and a little bit bluer than the cape. But it's pretty damn close. From the front, you can hardly tell the difference.
Yeah, that looks great. And I don't mind it. Like, it's fine. It's just
You can
I would have
hardly
preferred
tell.
the other way.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Curtis is back again. There are also people that like it better. That those that thought it was gray like it gray. Well, I guess they'll be disappointed, and they can
Right,
sell
and
those.
they can have their own
Exactly.
double reverse bait and switch rant later.
Exactly.
double reverse. Yeah,
So there you go. There is Blue
Wow.
Dubon.
man, look
so
at that.
good.
Let's big in that so everybody
Yeah,
can
put
see
yourself-
this. Real close.
Sweet.
Again,
Yeah.
I've got some yellowing lights up here, so he's
I
looking a
definitely
little-
did not order
But
enough.
dude,
this
that
time.
is blue, for the love of God. Come on. So
pants are
This
the
cape
pants
is
straight black.
nuts.
Yeah, look at that.
I love it. Yes, Curtis, it's a doll. Well, I guess these aren't dolls because they're not 33%. It's only like about 12%, so it's not a doll. So great. Love him. Love him. So he's also got the let's go back to this. He's also got the dagger. Right back down here. Which is also blue. Sword. It's kind of a greenish tint to it, actually.
Matches the hawk almost, it looks like.
A little bit, yeah. And he's got his crossbow. And look at plenty of hands, man.
And now that we have vertical hinges, the crossbow
I
is
love
a
this
much
gripping hand. I love
Yeah.
this.
Does
That's
a
what I'm
little
doing.
arrow come or no with the crossbow or no? No arrows.
I don't see an arrow. You know what, Nate? That's an excellent
check the Ziploc.
did.
No arrow.
No arrow. Interesting.
That's bullshit. I'm selling mine.
Fuck it.
No, you
want
can't
some?
sell it. You got to
Last show,
demand
kids.
a
We're
refund
done.
and
Yeah.
compensation for your
Legions.
harm.
Out of it. Done. Yeah, no arrow. I mean, God knows I've got enough arrows.
Yeah, we got plenty
Yeah,
of arrows. That's fine.
yeah.
And honestly,
Arrow
they
pack?
do look good. They do
Just
look good
kidding.
in there. Arrow pack. It's a weapons pack.
I need a blue
I'm taking
gray
these guys
arrow
all
pack.
out. I don't even have any room to put them on, so I don't even know where I'm going to do with these.
What
guys.
kind? I can't. Are his eyes green?
His eyes are kind of green. Yeah, can you see it from
Man,
there?
God, he looks amazing. I
Yeah, I'm sorry
really.
this camera is not the best camera. I really should have the ZV1 down here, but then it would
That
be
looks
skipping.
great.
But it looks pretty good. You can see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Assuming that the head pops off the hawk like our previous versions.
Yep. You can see the seam. It's there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. Yeah, it looks great.
Hand in there. This definitely needs some heat. These were out in the car for a little while, so
Oh yeah, Trevor. David Williams makes a good point because
yeah.
it looks like the bird's flying in the photo. So yeah, I mean that's another bait and switch, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you can't
the
when you
bird doesn't
first get
fly.
him. You gotta train him for fuck's sake.
That's true. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
did you guys
can't
see
just
the
be a you can't just be a hawker right off the bat, man. I mean,
Did you guys hear about the test shot, Valak test shots, and the bird was reversed?
No.
The legs were pegged in, so the bird was like flipped. The legs and the cuff are one piece,
Oh,
and the bird was pegged in reversed onto it. So he's a right-handed bird. He's just his feet are backwards when you get the test shot for
No kidding.
Valak. I don't know if it was all of them,
That's
but
great.
Toybro figured it out, and then a couple
I
other
kinda
people
like
had the
that.
same thing.
That's kind of cool. I like kind of having the stuff that's like not quite right.
Yeah, I think it's, and I mean, that's such a tiny detail that I think it's cool.
yeah.
That it's on the right arm, and I think people could potentially use that for custom ideas. If they were to unglue those legs and switch it around, you could have the bird on the other arm.
That is pretty
Because
cool.
the idea, like that, they're test shots, and I've heard the argument that, well, these aren't really test shots; they just make these to to sell or whatever. First of all, there's a limited amount of them. They do make them to test, and that's your proof right there. Is that some of these parts are not right? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they don't
Right.
set right. The heads don't go down far enough or whatever. So yes, Wolf King Customs has made a custom bird head. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A crow head, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that's
crow?
interesting. Oh, you got one, dude?
Yeah, I got one. Oh, let's embiggen you. Hang on.
Wow.
I've got to repaint them.
Oh, look at how good that looks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, the Valak thing I think is cool. I think it adds character to the test shots.
Yeah,
Test shots are
for sure.
weird
agree.
and quirky things. I think
Yep.
it's awesome.
That's the
I
thing.
agree.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right. This is my pick next, man, right here. Boom.
Yes. Sweet.
I love this thing. I can't wait to see it because, I mean, again, it was a prototype when I had it, and it was a pain in the ass. Got your Ziploc bag still. Look at this thing. Look at that.
Can you go big screen?
Wow.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I think you guys can embiggen me whenever you want to, so you guys can control.
That's
Look at that.
sick.
That's
So these are a little flexible, you can see, right? They'll move a
that's
little
good.
bit. They're a little
Nice.
bendy. These, solid as a rock.
oh
Okay.
fucking sharp, man.
wow.
like Mythic Legions are no joke, man. These are not for kids. Like kids will put an eye out with Mythic Legions, man. It's not a joke. That's insane. I love that shield. I love that they're doing this with all these shields. Wait a minute. I think there's the shield part. So we got another handle. Go. Aldrins.
The armor
A
on
little
this
bit of
guy
copper in them.
is
Mm.
looks to me very similar to the
arrow
armor on the deluxe Night Builder, the original deluxe Night Builder. Looks similar,
Yes.
which is
And when we get to the
awesome
head
because that's
pack,
great for swapping.
Mm,
for sure.
Cool.
and I love that it comes with a couple of different heads. You can. Whoops. Shit. Broke it already. Pops right in now. Now, I don't know if people are thinking about this, but there's a custom piece right there. We've already had some from Planetary Dog Toys that have been helmets that have had these as separate parts. But that right there, that's a custom piece right there, man.
Yeah.
You could do some cool shit with that. You could turn this guy into a Leodicius with a lion helmet, custom piece that flips over the top. So he's got green eyes, which is cool. And then you've got the what are they calling these guys? Not the drow. Drow are the
Whisperling.
whisperling elves, right?
Whisperling.
Twist ties. Now, Chris pointed this out to me. And I think people saw this in the Cabal too, because somebody posted the fact that I think Bill, you posted that they came with both. Promise me,
Yeah.
you said they
I
came
love
with
it.
both.
Another goofy
Not
little
only did they
quirky
give
thing.
you both, they put them both on. for
Of
you.
course,
case
one
you
guy
wanted-
in the comments was like complaining about it, like because you have to
I love it.
maybe pop the figure apart.
Oh
initially.
no!
It's like
No!
you found something to be wronged
No.
by. Congrats.
Yeah, I will be taking the plastic off. Although the plastic looks good, and I probably won't have too many of these guys on horses, I don't think. But I'm just like, I love the cloth goods. So
I'm going to be leaving the plastic on him and putting the cloth on another figure.
Ooh, look at you. Or you
You'd
could
look,
do the
you'd
opposite.
look good on an alder with that cloth skirt.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, this is awesome. I got many of these. Xylona's flock is probably my second favorite faction, so I really dig the elves, and again, I like the 1.0 versions of elves, man. It's pretty cool. Dig it. Probably should have put that on him first, but we'll just put the shield in his hand.
Joe's asking for an interesting pop here.
Okay.
Can we see the cosmic human head on this Xylonian guard?
Yeah, absolutely. The cosmic human head on here.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Take the neck off because that neck's.
I hate trying to get those out.
Yeah.
Unless you heat them up.
I mean, you know, it's blue. I think it's blue anyway. Now paint this up blue. Paint this up blue. That's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, are there any blue soft good pieces?
Not that match that.
Probably not, right?
So that's a different sculpt, huh?
Purple.
The face.
Does look.
Is that a different sculpt or the same?
Same sculpt.
Same sculpt.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same
That's
sculpt.
amazing what those two different paint jobs do.
Just the
to
red
shape
around the eyes
face.
really kind of takes it off, right? It just kind of
changes the face of the shape of the nose, the mouth, everything.
And the guard, the Xylonian guard, looks a lot paler to me.
Can we see the damaged helmet? Isn't the other helmet visor damaged?
This one has. Right? Oh no, yeah, this one has it, right? Yeah,
there you go.
Scar.
Oh, that's what it is. It's like a cross, right?
It's a cross, yeah. I thought it did have a scar on it, didn't it?
I thought one was supposed to be damaged, yeah.
I think it's the cross. I think that's what it is.
I guess that's it. It's just that's the difference. Just got that cut in it.
Very cool.
This doesn't have that. Yeah. It's either got the dots or it's got the cross on the side. Very cool. But yeah, how great is that? I mean, swapping parts between these things, man.
They're going to look really good with those gold elf builders.
Curtis Ackerman. You could paint the figure blue or just send it to Trevor to photograph.
Curtis. I used to like you, Curtis. Between Frazetta and this, Curtis, I don't know. I don't know, man.
What did he send me?
This I think is my figure of this
sword.
line. I think as much as I like Dubon, I really love these, man. I love these things. And it's just this is old torso. You know what I mean? It's like that very, early 1.0 wave torso, and it's still great, man. It just looks so good. Love it. The shield. I want to get more of these shields. I just want to get more of these shields for more of Xylona's flock, basically, to have a few more of these. Yeah. Beautiful. What are people saying in the chat? I'm not even watching you.
Dr. Doom vibes. People could pretty quickly.
This is totally going to be a Dr. Doom for our friend Emil.
Which, yeah, speaking of, that was another thing we kind of threw out there as a potential pop and swap category.
Let's put that up to the chat. Let me see. If I gotta get back in here because
pop and swap only tributes.
Right. So
tributes
what we're talking
from
about
pure
is
pop and swaps.
Another idea we had was I can't do a poll. Why can't I do a poll? I can't do a poll. Can I do a poll?
If you want a
That's weird. Oh, I think I have to close this poll. Sorry, end poll. Okay, there we go. Okay.
156 on with us right now. Awesome.
Hit that like, please. Okay. Tribute figure category in Pop and Swap. All right. So our idea is another category. So we're going to stick, I think, based on tonight's discussion, we're going to stick to Mythic Legions parts only, Cosmic Legions parts only. And yes, to answer Curtis's question from earlier, if you have a test test shot figure, sorry, if you have a test shot figure, yes, you can use parts from that. I have no problem with people using a test
I
shot
think
figure
that makes it
part.
more challenging because they're unpainted.
Yeah, not painted. Who would paint them? But if you have the parts and you want to use those gray parts, I think that'd be awesome, man. I think that'd be really cool. I might give you extra points for that. But the point being, we're going to stick to Mythic Legions parts, but one of the categories would be the red and black, because I think we need that, because there's just so much red and black. I think it needs its own category. And the second one would be tribute figures. So Wolverine, Doctor Doom, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Boba Fett,
John Wick, Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Like, just whatever you can make out of this. I think that's cool. I think it's a cool idea. I mean, you have to use all Mythic Legions parts. Obviously, you can't use custom heads or anything like that. But I think it's a cool idea. Having seen, Emil's and Eric's and other people's tribute figures and stuff like that, Jeremy's stuff that he's done, like, I really want to see people do that with just pop and swaps and see what they can do. And
if people want to see a decent example, I did one, and I think Dennis Dukakis did the same one or like a similar one. Just search the Cabal for Aquaman.
Oh yeah, you did your Aquaman one, right? That's right.
Search for that. That's a straight up swap.
Yep.
Dennis's is a little better because he used that. I used the Atlas head, but he used the Adamant head, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, just search the Cabal for Aquaman, and you'll see what we're talking about. Just a tribute, just using swaps.
Yep. So he's got all copper pieces. I love the copper color too.
Yeah,
this goes great with the green.
Yeah, Rick, I'd say we'd say no to the can you paint in the tribute category. No, it just would have to be Mythic parts as is.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think? Next?
Yeah, let's do her.
Yep. Lady Averona. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up her bio.
Oh, okay. We are not consistent across the. Who's popping me up?
Sorry, I meant to make your one camera. There we go.
We're not consistent across.
Oh,
the
it's not a
bags,
Ziploc.
Apparently, so
I think there's going to be another element that is consistent, though.
Okay.
Particularly the loincloths.
Yes, you're right. I believe you're right.
I'm going to pull up Lady A bio.
Yeah, if you want to pop that up too, yeah, that'd be good.
The Averona family was once amongst the most powerful in the realm. During the First Great War, this family refused to join the Legions of Light, believing they would lose the battle. After the defeat of the Dark Four, the traitorous Averonas were stripped of their station and banished from Leandor. Since that time, the Averonas have worked to regain their influence, leading them to align now with the Legion of Erethyr. Lady Averona is the youngest daughter of the family and the cruelest by far. While the rest of the family are focused on reestablishing their power, Lady Averona is driven purely by a hunger to take revenge on those who disgraced her family. And
let me tell you something. When I picked this up the other day, I took a close look at this, and I'm gonna keep it. And you're right, Bill. That's the same situation.
Doubled up.
And Kevin says Chris said the Ziplocs were not supposed to be there. So
interesting.
Chris, I like the Ziplocs, man. Keep the Ziplocs.
Yeah, I think it's a nice touch. I mean, I don't need them because I have
I put them in
bags
box
anyway.
Yeah,
but
right.
I think it's a nice touch. It's handy.
I think it's nice if you're gonna resell. You know what I mean? And it's just a nice which I mean, it's not their thinking. I mean, as a company, you're not thinking, well, it's great for people to be able to put the things back in when they get rid of them.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but okay. So her eyes were really cool in the prototype. I think they're actually even cooler. Yeah, they're a little darker. I'm gonna bring this up on my on the Sony. It's gonna be a little.
Looks like Braku might be heading out. Great show, fellas. Thanks for the entertainment.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Braku,
Phil. For the
Thank you,
$5 super
Braku.
chat.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I always appreciate you joining us.
It's a little bright.
Yep.
But you can see it's just very dark around her eyes, man. It's really, really cool. Bring that back. Thanks, Braku. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, right? I mean, it just looks a little darker. She looked really evil in the pics, man. And she's crimson. Just like
I like that.
It's almost like she's got like darker bags kind of around under her eyes.
That's what it is. Like there was that little. Yeah. It's like it's kind of a soft. Trying to get back up enough for it to pick it up, but it's a soft airbrush like around the eye, and that was there on the prototype. But I think it's a little bit darker, and I think it just looks a little more evil on here, man.
Yeah, it makes the eyes pop that much more.
Yeah,
cool.
So let's put a couple of these on here.
Joe, she gives me an ex-wife vibe.
Sorry, Joe.
Is that Karen? Mythic Karen?
Really.
Karen Aperona?
Here's that chest piece again.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's that. Let's just say, why not, right?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Her face matches, like her...
Yeah, the reds.
The tones on her face match the torso there.
Damn, that looks really cool.
That's pretty cool. All right, I'm just going to pop one of these on. I won't do both of them.
JG says she's a little sparse in the accessories. Yeah. A little bit. Compared to some figures.
So, though? I mean, she doesn't have any hands, which is a little bit of a bummer.
I think we're being conditioned here to expect a ton because there's figures that come with so much stuff, even in this wave, you know.
Yeah.
What's up, Tom? Ivawatu's here.
Get these. Oh, Tom, what's up, man?
How's it going?
What's up, Tom?
Sending Tom's out tomorrow too. So she's got a red shield soldier shield, but I think this is a darker red. It's more of a crimson to match her.
Crimson shield soldier.
Red. Yeah. I love these spiky pauldrons. One of my favorite 2.0 pauldrons. Yeah. Some of these definitely need to be heated up to get them in.
And those are spiky, so like you try putting those in and you like stab your hands.
Number on your thumbs. Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, very cool. Like her a lot.
Yeah.
I imagine she's probably left-handed, so we'll put the shield in the right. You know, because she's evil.
Evil, yeah, right.
That's gonna get me in more trouble with people, man.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
Handist.
Oh, okay.
Put the handle on the hand.
I know.
Come on.
I'm trying to do it.
Put Mythic the lotion 101 in the basket. Collecting Brothers, is her breastplate the same one that'll be used on Cosmic Kalian Shun?
Yes. Yep, I just showed it. Yep. Same thing.
Yep. And that goes back to Advent of Decay with Delphina, right? Had that one. Mm-hmm. And I think the deluxe Knight had that one as an optional torso swap.
I believe so.
Yep.
Thanks for the $5 too, Collecting Brothers.
Oh, thank you, man.
Cloud says, I'm glad I'm not the only one that knows the left-hand evil thing.
Right? So yeah, I mean, I think they did a great job. I mean, on camera, it looks closer than it does in person to matching this, because obviously this has a gloss to it.
Yeah, but the
and
under
you
part,
wouldn't,
like
you wouldn't have a gloss to this. You know, it would be cloth. This would be armor. This would be leather or something like that.
and there's a little
This
bit
would
on
be-
the sides of the torso where it does match. If you look at the sides, right? Isn't that a little less glossy? Right there. There you go.
right here.
Like it continues underneath. Yeah,
Right
that
there?
on the sides that comes down.
A little bit, yeah. It's a little brighter too, so it does match probably that part better than.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in between these two, actually.
Right.
But I think it looks great, man. I mean, I love this. I'm so glad that we got soft goods and wired soft goods down here. I mean, there was nothing wrong with these. These looked very, very good.
Right. But now that we have
Just-
mounts,
I'd like
it makes
posing them.
sense.
I love posing them. I love being able to have this move with like movement of the leg or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like
Totally.
it's just a cool
It's dramatic
thing
too.
in photos. Yeah, it just makes it look a little less plastic toy-y. But I get it. I get people want plastic on their plastic toys and they don't want hot toys. But I think this is a good. I think everything that they've done in terms of soft goods has not been over the top. In terms of being too much on a figure, where it's like Curtis's, calculation of 33%. I don't think they've gone over 33%. Lady Everona, man, this is a good one. I like this a lot. What do you guys think of this?
Love it.
I think you should quickly pull that the under skirt piece off. Just unpeg it from the thing. You don't have to pop it apart. You just unpeg it from the pelvis.
Uh-oh. I lost an elbow. That's not good.
Wait, what is that? Oh, the elbow thing broke off. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's unglued.
that's glue. But this is soft. This is soft rubber. That's interesting. I realized that was soft rubber. All right. Well, I'll have to glue that. It's not a big deal. It's probably my overhandling of it, but whatever. What do you want me to do? You want me to pop this off?
Not the cloth one, the other one, the old
Right,
one. Just
take
you don't
the
have to.
whole-
You don't have to
yeah,
take it
yeah,
apart.
that's right. Yeah, you just pop it right there.
There you go. Boom.
Boom. That's right. It's interesting. That same elbow piece came off on the same side for me on the prototype. Maybe it's just
Oh, weird. I've never had one of those pop off once.
me neither.
Me either.
Me neither. I mean, it popped back in, but I think it's
Right.
got to be.
But it's got to be glued.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool with the skirt there, the loincloth.
Yeah. I really like it.
All right, so what are we on to? Swig?
Okay.
Swig's the last one, right?
Yeah, let's do it. No, well, we got Swig and
then the horse.
Pack in terms of
Oh, the head pack. That's right.
Yeah. So.
All right, everybody, cue up those potion bottle jokes.
I think the cloth goods on this are going to be spectacular.
Look at that face.
I got a huge fucking nest behind me. So.
Someone swapped the skirt onto the neck to make it like a cape.
Yeah. Did you see that?
That was
It was
cool.
on the
Oh,
Cabal
yeah.
today. It looked pretty
I didn't
good.
see that.
It looked actually
That's
pretty
fun.
good. That was Joe. I think it was Joe Vasapolo.
Of
Oh,
course.
okay.
They put it up there. Yeah. Yeah. He said skirt or cape? Question mark.
Huh.
It looked pretty good.
He should really get a
Black
gig
bag
with
on
Four Horsemen. He's
Swig.
that good.
Yeah, he's good. Hire that man.
So that was
He's got
Ziploc,
some
or
hands.
was that?
Ziploc.
Oh,
Swig's got the Ziploc, but no bottle. Doesn't come with a bottle. I was actually gonna pull out one of those bottles that I have and put it in the box and pull it out, and I completely forgot.
you could have put it in the Ziploc. We would have never known.
I know. I didn't even know there was a Ziploc until a little earlier. All right. And, I like the staff too, man. The staff is a cool
Boss Fight has
piece.
little bottles, little potions with their figures. I even know they're smaller scale, but they could be like nips, like potion nips.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we've already got third-party people making stuff like that, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
there
true.
will be more.
Have you
These
seen
all
I
done
that?
got
this
again,
year.
like I got it from like Michael's or something like that. You can get them out there. It's not hard to find.
Have you guys seen that staff that Brian's been working on? Brian Lynn, a Carver Customs, I think, right? With the
No,
the blue light up bulb on the top. Like,
is it blue?
I believe it's supposed to be blue. It's pretty cool. He's hoping to have that completed by Legions Con this year. I think it's going to be
Awesome.
sweet.
Wow, look at this. Look at the sheen. Holy moly! You know what's funny? It's like I see these things. I saw them like months ago, but it's like all new. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not even paying attention so much to them as I am like just shooting them to like really like look at them and admire the work.
Great
Man,
colors on this guy.
He's
So
amazing.
The copper, the kind of dirty. Is that a black or a brown? I can't tell. I guess it's a brown.
Looks
Almost
brown.
like it has a metallic sheen to it. I guess it's the gloss. This is copper. The details on. Look at the details. Can you see that? You know, it's a little. There we go.
Wow.
Just like the little wash and stuff. Super nice, man.
I love that hand, that left hand on him.
This one, yeah. It's great.
Yeah, both look so cool.
Really good. He does need a potion. He does require a potion. I mean, his name is Swig. Okay, this is a little frozen. There we go. So I've never had a problem with the joints, man. I don't know. I know like, there's different climates and different situations and stuff, but
And this is a new wave, so there'll be different tensions and stuff.
yeah, but I'm saying overall, I've never had a problem with even the ogre scale like being so frozen that I couldn't just like slightly move it a little bit to get it to
right.
loosen up a little bit without having to heat it up. Never really had to like take a heater to any of these. Man, this is good. Holy shit! I kind of like it without the pauldrons. I mean, the pauldrons are cool.
I think the pauldrons are neat. I think it's a cool idea to use these tapered, bigger pauldrons as they taper down to the arms. It's really cool to me. Just like something this is something I would never think of to do that.
And the pauldrons, and I've always had this problem, really need heat. Some heat. They're tight. Super tight. Yeah, I don't want to drag my heater over here, but no.
That's all right. We don't have to get them on there.
One. You can see it. Staff.
Maybe that orb on the top of the staff is a potion.
There you go. Yeah.
You could pop it off, you know, like
I gotta tell you,
in
even
world.
the fingernails are sharp.
Yeah, I know. Some of those, those orc.
Pry
It looks
this
like these are
open.
the orc ones.
Again, probably the best thing to do is have it off, pry it open, get this in there. Put it on. Dude, he's awesome. He's really
He's super fun.
Oop. Shit. Is that a little too far? Come on. Get in there. There we go.
Brick something. I dig the creepy little face. The weekend gamer Swig will definitely be a boost to my goblin collection.
100%.
I love goblins, and it's one of the things that really pushed me deeper into Legions when that Advent of Decay wave came out, and it's mostly because of my Magic the Gathering hobby, which goes back to the 90s, and I've always had a goblin deck.
Yeah.
So in some ways, goblins are kind of the thing that really pushed me in. My first review ever on my channel was a goblin.
Was it really?
Nick. Yep.
Wow.
Back in 2018. It was right when that wave first came out. Boy called Malice, $20 super chat.
Dude, thank you.
Gonna catch the rest of the stream later. Great show as always. All Stars 5 is on its way. A new Cosmic pre-order looming. Biblical Adventures is funded, etc. So much awesome. And our wallets are going to bleed brighter later, everyone.
Thank you, man.
It's awesome. Thanks, Boy Called Malice.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's huge. And I mean, there's so much good stuff coming out, man. And then, you know, I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but like I just see, let's say, bigger IPs, you know, national IPs, companies putting out those figures, and for approaching, and in some cases reaching even the, you know, the Horsemen cost for these.
Yeah.
And you're not getting, look, I mean, look at everything you're getting here. You know what I mean? And this is like, again, like this isn't even Dubon with multiple hands and stuff like that. I mean, he's got extra hands. But this is what, 32, 34?
And even beyond the accessories, like you can't compare like the paintwork,
soft
the
goods.
cloth
Just gonna
goods.
say that.
That's why I love these belts.
Not
I
even
love these
close.
belts that have, there's more room for these, like the knives, and you can hang different things from them. It's really, really cool. Love this belt.
We'll keep screaming for belt packs until we get them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he's
But I mean,
awesome.
you can't. Come on, man. Seriously, put this up against any. I'm not trying to compare. I have Marvel Legends. I like Marvel Legends. But you can't put this up against that and say that you're getting the equal amount of toy.
Yeah.
Forget plastic by weight. I know that's Todd McFarlane's measurement, but like, this is insane. The paint job on this is crazy. Crazy good.
The only people that this line isn't for are the like hyper articulation junkies. Like there are people who are like Mafex or bust, and this is not really a line for them.
True, but like you can get them into great poses. It doesn't matter if they're single jointed. You can get them into what they need to do. I mean, in terms of what they are, again, like I don't even need that kind of articulation in every figure that I have. Spider-Man, yes, Spider-Man should be able to move like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There are some people though.
I know.
It's just a non-starter. It's a non-starter.
True enough. But it's funny, like I've known some of those people who are like that to some degree, or either they just didn't think that they were going to be, you know, as good as what Legends and stuff, and again they get them in hand, they get one, and they start playing with it, and it's like, oh wait a minute, yeah. Wait a minute, this is pretty cool.
Tell you what, get some of those cool magic effects from Steph. Go with this guy.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, for sure. All right,
Detour Customs, check them out.
Swig. All right, moving on. You're
Swig as a barista.
Technically, I guess so, right?
Yep.
So, you know, we've got Okietos. We've got what is his name?
Xenothon.
But people have seen these. I don't think I'm going to bother with these.
Speaking of tributes, Xenothon might be my favorite.
Really?
Masters tribute.
Really? Of course, we've got Ilgar. We've seen Ilgar. It's great that people got him. One of my favorite skeletons, man. Just the color, the paint job on his skull. I love this.
Yeah, I'm excited to get him in hand for the first time ever.
Romulus. I mean, great figure, man.
Top
so
figure
cool
for
that
me.
we can get this.
Another one. Yep. Talk about red and black.
Yeah, there you go. Now, no kidding, man. This is going to be a great red and black piece for this. I'm excited for the red and black. as much as it annoyed me last year that like everything was red and black, I think it's going to be fun that we have a category that's red and black. And then we got.
It's hard not to go there, man. It's a great paint scheme.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forget we get him.
Which the demons never really did it for me, but I'm liking them now more that we have as a Hazar coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a giant form of the two of them, which is pretty cool. I think that could be fun. I don't know if it was the color scheme on these guys or just I don't know. I don't know what it was. But
I was kind of the same way. But
and there's no NF tattoo on his back, Chris has informed me. If you watch 4 O'Clock Horsemen, you know what that means.
I really like the demons.
They're cool. And I'm super excited.
I know some people who love the demons, man.
The red demon head. That could be a segue into the head pack, perhaps. Or do you want to do the horse?
Let's do the head pack.
Head pack it is.
And let's give away a head pack. What do you say we give away a head pack?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet.
All right. I don't have anything else for this, so I'm going to say hashtag 6 heads.
Hashtag
We're
6
getting
heads.
6 heads.
Wait, don't people
Hashtag-
don't put it in yet. Don't enter it into the chat yet. Wait till the
Don't
thing
enter
is-
yet. Don't enter yet. Sorry. I screwed that up. Hang on. I gotta put this on here. First of all, I did, but I guess I didn't save it. Hang on. Copy.
Yeah, a little personal
Paste.
plug. Reminder to everyone from Mr.
Paste.
Allen. I'm going to be on
Paste.
Mr. Allen's show, singing my heart out again this Saturday.
Are you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Hashtag 6 heads in the chat. We got 146 people. Please hit that like. Thank you for showing up, man. That's really awesome. Yes, Moorhead. I thought about Moorhead. I thought about No, not blue picks, Curtis.
Curtis bought a doll.
Hashtag 6 heads. We're going to give away a head pack to someone. Someone's going to win a head pack tonight. Yeah, and maybe a calendar too. I'll throw in a calendar. It's only 10 left. It's only March, so you still have 9 more months to go. All right, let's zoom in on this thing here. I want to try some of these out too.
Cool.
Ziploc. So we got our panther neck, panther tail, tongue,
Tongue pack.
helmet for the goblin, helmet and tongue for your goblin, tongue pack, and the neck, which I'm not sure why that's not on
Dwarf neck.
Won't the other have? Oh, that's
Dwarf
the dwarf neck.
Yeah.
Now, why doesn't the vampire have a neck? Oh, we'll find out. Maybe he does. Maybe I'm not seeing. No, I don't know. I love this. We're gonna pop this onto something for sure. Love that one.
Butte.
Brand new dwarf sculpt. Right? Am I right about that?
Isn't that the
Or is this?
Or is
is
that
this what's his name? This is yeah, brand new with the helmet. I think is new, isn't it? Or is that
And by the
same
way,
helmet
people, if you're not
as,
seeing it, scrolling along the bottom, we're spelling out 6. I see some people doing the number 6 heads.
Yeah, SIXHEADS. Panther. No, this is reuse, I think. Demon. Speaking of demons, this is the new one. The vampire is the new head.
Yes.
This is reuse.
The vampire is new.
Yeah.
That's from the wizard dwarf, right?
And
I
the
think.
bog. Yes.
Can't remember his name right now.
The bog goblin.
Yeah, there is Jorn Rune Shaper.
Yep,
Mhm.
Jorn. Right. Yep. All right. So we got this pop-in tongue. So if you haven't done this before, the little tongue pops out. Really super gross. And the big one just pops in. Didn't somebody do a Gene Simmons custom with this thing or something? Somebody painted this up.
I
I
hope
swear to
so.
God. No, somebody did. It was great. And then this
The
helmet-
other one is the frog helmet, the frog
Right.
knight helmet
Yeah.
Yes.
with that tongue coming out.
This is
That's
insane.
I'm pumped for that. I'm gonna put it on like a dwarf body and just have the bog goblin separate, as
Yeah, you can totally do that too.
because I don't have a bog goblin.
What I want to do is I want to try this on something. Hang on just a second.
Jeremy posted some shots of the panther head on on the unknown one today. It looks
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, if
was
if
cool.
somebody wants to pull that up, we can share that for sure.
Yeah.
That looks really, really good. Don't you mess with me with the
I'll pull it up.
Aldrins too. So Cassia, everybody was saying they wanted to see this head. Cassia. Tearing her apart. Where is that pauldron? Yeah, pauldrons are not my friend tonight. I'm going to pull the neck out of this. Maybe. Thanks for that.
Oh, whoops! I went up.
This
already.
isn't that. Yeah. It's not a straight uncone. He did swap some other parts, but
Yeah.
I think it's mainly him, right?
Let me flip through these here.
Yeah, that looks wicked.
I swapped in the gauntlets and lower legs for Valak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Because he's got the, yep.
And the cape is obviously a different piece, but
Yeah. Did he say where he got the cape from? Death robe from Legion Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Very cool.
So cool. Those eyes look great.
Yep. Let me pull that down.
So there you go. There's Cassia.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was talking about this today on the Cabal, like seeing her with his head. And I think that looks
Nice.
really, really good. So you really only got her helmeted head. Didn't
That's
know who
right.
she was.
Love
it.
it.
Could be who she is. in
That
your
works.
Mythos, if you want.
Yeah, it works
That's
great.
Pretty damn cool.
I love Cassia, so that's
Yeah, me
a
too.
great addition right there.
I think this just turns into a classic. You know, I mean, I hesitate to say Red Sonja looking, but it's just that classic fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, female, which is really, really cool. I mean, this head has some limitations in terms. I mean, you can get it to go over the. That actually works really well with that pauldron, actually, because you can get her a nice turn on her head, and she'll work this way and that way to some degree as well.
Love it.
This far, but yeah, this is. You know what? This is my Cassia for sure, man. It looks great. I might just leave this on. I'll leave that on. Like it. Yeah, I don't know how many else we want to try on these things. I mean, I got some dwarfs. So you can kind of see how that's going to look on a dwarf. Do you
Can't wait to get that head.
We just saw the panther.
Unless you have a red
Unknown.
Krampus handy and you want to pop that demon head on a red Krampus.
Sure. Oh, I get it. It's not handy, but I can get it.
She's going to work good on a Freya body. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Ragna. Sure.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if there was a. I wonder, is there a shorter human neck?
Oh. I have to take this off. Yeah, I have to take this off.
Yeah, pull the neck out. Maybe even pull the fur
You think
collar
pull the fur?
off. Yeah, I think so.
I think you kind of look cool with the fur. It's gonna mess up my bells. Oh, look at that.
There you go. Oh yeah. Does that match up good?
What a
kind of hard to
great
tell.
match. Perfect.
That's
Nice.
wicked.
Dude, that's perfect. Look at that. Yeah,
There you
even
go.
here, it's perfect. It's a little bright here, but like, man, what a perfect match. Wow, that's going to be good.
I dig it.
Really nice. That's cool. Kind of actually like the fur piece. I think that might actually look good. I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah, not
Super
bad.
cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Do you have a Vorgus handy?
Vorgus.
Or any vampire. Just pop that new head on, be cool.
Try Vorgus.
I hate that.
Damn it. Yeah, this could look really cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
that transforms it.
Right?
Great
Oh, yeah,
sculpt.
that's great. That is great. Love it. This is fantastic. This is what I want more of, is expressive
100%.
faces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if they're generic, like even if it's just elves or dwarves, if it's not a named character, I would love named characters, but I get that, you know, even though some of the named characters are reused, you know, like Delphina and stuff are reused, I would like to see those sculpts done with like open mouths, screaming, or gritted teeth, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, what do we got for 6 heads here? What do we got? We got 91 entries. All right, so let me present the screen.
We're coming up on 10 after 11, so.
Yep. Okay, so we're running long here. I want to do this in an hour and a half. So that's, I mean, we've opened everything we're going to open. That's great. So let's do the giveaway here. This is it. If you just joined us, there's 154 people here, and there's only 91 entries. I mean, it's it's a free head pack, man. You're getting all these that you see here. Plus this that's now going to stay on my figure. All right, 92. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Who we got?
Slot mock.
Mock slot. Mock slot. Nice.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Are you still here? Stop, Curtis. Stop. All right, Slot, if you're still here, and you won, so even if you see this tomorrow, I don't care. I'm assuming you're still probably in the chat. It was only 5 minutes ago that we started this. So just DM me on Instagram or Facebook, 16shooter, 16_shooter on Instagram, 16shooter on Facebook. Or if you're in the Cabal, I'm in there as just Trevor. So you can get me there.
Tom says that sounds like a Mythic Legions Goblin's name for sure.
Slot and mock slot? It certainly does, man. Like spinning gold somewhere.
Make him a knight and he could be Sir Mock
So you just
Slot.
won all this, man. You won all of this stuff right here. Everything you see before you. Plus
That's awesome. I can't wait.
It's a killer head pack. I mean, what a deal, too, on this thing, man.
I hope this is something they keep going with.
I really do, too. I really hope so. I love the hand packs. I really want to see, like, even if it's like there's some reuse and then we get an expressive character or two,
Yeah.
I'd like to see two.
Now that we're getting, the more and more faceplate figures we get too, they could throw those in there.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So everyone, a lot of people are asking about the horse, but I don't know. You want to
one less free head? That's true. Yeah, I'll pull it out. Hang on a second. Let me pour all this stuff in here. I gotta take all this stuff away tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't lose anything in the meantime. Not gonna get over here. Crazy. I don't know that I'll take this out. Maybe I'll just.
The horses are a project to get out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show it here. I don't know if you can see it too clearly with the light here, but I think it was accurately represented in photographs.
Yes,
it is a dark. It's a bluish gray. Now it's a gray black. I don't see much difference. The roll up bed sack on the back is green as opposed to like that light brown. I think that it was or a dark brown, so that's a little different. Other than that, it's the same horse. There you go. That's a good shot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it looks a little bright here, but yeah, I don't think we'll open that tonight. We'll have that out next week.
Cool, but like it's great knowing we've got obviously Balius Brown. We've got the black. With Headless Horsemen, both releases. We've got this gray charcoal. We've got a white one coming. We've got the all bone one coming. We're gonna have 5 horses and
Palomino
horse. Yeah,
we need a Palomino, and
We got Alithia's horse. We've got Poxus's horse. We got all kinds of steeds.
Yeah. You got a whole cadre of horses for sure. And a moose. That's right.
And a moose.
Tom.
Don't forget the moose.
And a moose. That was fun. So let's see the result of our poll here. Tribute figure category and pop and swap, yes. 80%, no, 20%. 80% has it. So I think that's a good one. I think so. I think we'll end up right now as it is. I think we're going to stick to Mythic Legions parts. And we're going to have a red and black category. And we're going to have a tribute figure category. And we'll see where we go from there. I think that's a good start.
I agree.
3 categories. Three chances for people to win something cool. And
we may do the single third-party part category as well, perhaps.
I don't know. I think everybody wants to keep it just to Mythic Legions parts right now. So I think we'll talk about it a little bit more.
That was a pretty strong statement in that poll. I'd say.
It was. Okay. I think everybody kind of wants to keep it to that, and I do like the challenge of that. You know what I mean? Because there are so many parts that you can get that are third-party parts that could be like game changers in terms of what they are or what they do to a figure. I suppose so.
Yeah.
It may be a little bit unfair. I like the fact that everybody has kind of the same playground to play in and has to pick parts from those things. I mean, it's a huge playground now, and next year with Cosmic, it's going to be even crazier. I was really hoping that we'd have that this year for sure. Yes, Mythic Dolphin. We said this last year. Gothropolis is acceptable. It's in the Mythic Legions. Anything that you see on the Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions pages under figures, they're fair game. So no pun intended. Yep, exactly. Yep. Guys, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. I wish we had a new wave to open like every other week, man.
Yeah, covered.
I mean, honestly,
covered a lot of ground.
We're going to have. I mean, I don't know if it's going to coincide with like getting things in hand and nobody really having too many people at least having them every time this comes out. But we're going to have Cosmic coming out. We're going to have the War of the Aetherblade stuff coming very, very soon. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to take a look at. And Drunk Gizmo does have stables for horses. Yes, they look really good. Bring that up.
Curtis and I got to see him in person at MesquiCon, and they were fantastic. And he's just going to keep expanding on them. He had some really cool like water troughs as part of them, and really nice job.
I'll be picking one of those up at Legions Con for sure. Definitely. Thank you everybody who tuned in, man. We had like 150, 160 people here at one point. That was awesome. Appreciate it. Bill, what have you got coming up? Are you on this week for dorklair or next week?
Tentative. The podcast is scheduled for next week. We had one last week. Whether I go live this week, I don't think so. But I might. We'll see. Okay. I might have some reviews coming. So.
Okay, you got Cosmic reviews of the test shots. You got reviews. Should be coming of this wave.
So
Wednesday.
Wednesday is Toy Tubers.
Toy Tubers.
I got Nerdzoic this coming Wednesday.
Cool.
Nice.
And then Saturday is Cosmic. So hopefully going forward, I should still be able to continue the Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then with this All-Stars wave coming in, I should be sprinkling those in, not, they're going to be on their own schedule, like just separately. So I should hopefully this week, fingers crossed, at least one All-Stars review up this week.
Starting with Dubon.
And speaking of Nerdzoic, remember one more shout out for to catch Jonathan's tour with him, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, definitely, for sure. Hedgehog Action, man. Saturday Day Live is great. God, what's Jesse's shelf?
Just shelve it. Sunday night.
Just shelve it. Sorry, Jesse and Curtis. That was excellent.
Billy Beige on last night.
A lot of fun to watch. Great conversation, man. They got into some good stuff about AI, and I was falling asleep, but I would have kept up with it. But it was good.
Yeah, it's good.
I said my piece, and bitched a little and then
Oh,
left,
AI
fell
art.
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was good. So always a great conversation on that show too. They get some great
Yeah.
guests and stuff. So check that out. What else? We got Legion's Lair tomorrow. Who's on Legion's Lair? Do we know?
Oh, damn it.
Sorry. I should
Jeremy,
have this stuff.
I think it's Jeremy Bollinger. I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jeremy Bollinger. Yep. So
Yeah.
Legion's Lair, that's on Facebook. Go check that out. And yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Who the hell knows what we'll have by then? We're going to have some new Cosmic Legions to look at. Maybe I'll still have them. Maybe they'll be gone by then. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll be right up against the starting the pre-order on the 31st.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm not saying there's more. This might be it. There might only be 3 in this wave. Possible. No, there's more. So we'll have some more of those. Hey, what's up, Yimbo? Sorry, you just missed it, man. All right, cool. Thank you, man. But thank you, everybody. Holy cow, man. Super chats were nuts.
That was a blast.
Tonight,
oh,
man.
my
That
gosh.
was really cool. You guys are all great. We'll be thanking you next week when I take a look at everybody who gave something. And that's going to go, man. That's going to go towards the prizes and stuff for Pop and Swap. I'll throw it out there. We're actively looking for sponsors. So if you are a retailer, hit me up, man. We'd love to get some stuff out and have some sponsors for this thing and get your name all over this. You know, we got 150 people watching and a whole lot of people that entered that last year. So your name will be all over that too as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, nice. Check out the interview with Nate Barch. Awesome.
Yeah.
Interview with Nate is just well worth watching, man. He's a wealth of information and just like, I don't know, man. He's just he's hypnotizing. I love listening to him talk. I can just listen to him to talk. He's a great
gem
guy.
for sure.
For sure. All right, guys. Check out Toy Tubers on Wednesday. Nate, you got anything coming up? Any cool pics of anything new that you got?
Curtis, Travis, and Lord Steven and I supposedly recorded a Legion chat session while we were in Muskegon together. So
cool.
We'll see when that comes out. And then, like Mr. Allen said, I will be on this coming Saturday night at 9 p.m.
Dude, that's going to be great. Tune into that because how many times are you going to sing the song? Let's all sing it right now. Let's all sing it right now. No, let's not. All right. We'll see you guys. Thank you again.
Everybody.
Appreciate everybody. Good night and see you in a couple weeks. Bye.